compensation or opposite change for addition, day 1. Grab your whiteboard or your paper. Let's get some good thinking going. In compensation, we're always trying to make the problem easier to solve. We don't like adding 7s, we don't like adding 8s or 9s, so we're always trying to get to the next 10 or the 10 beforehand. So when I look at 27, there's 2 things I can do. I can add 3 to make it 30, or I can minus 7 to make it 20. When I look at 86, we have 3 different options. We can add 4 to get to 90 because 6's partner is 4. So that would take us to the next 10. Or we can have that 86 and we can get rid of that 86 by subtracting 6 and making it 80. Or I can add 14, which is 86's partner. Now the way we check partners to 100 is we do 86 plus 14. We do what we call a 90-10 check. Add your 80, add your 10 and get 90. Add your 6 and your 4 and get 10. If it checks out that you have a 90 plus 10, then you have partners to 100. So all of those ways would make an easier problem. Let's look at 84. Well, who is 4's partner? It's 6, so we could add 6 to get to 90. Or we could get rid of that 4 by subtracting the 4, and then we're back to 80. Or we can say 86 plus something equals 100. And that would be 14, because 80 plus 10 equals 90, and 6 plus 4 equals 10. So it checks out, so we could add 14 to get to 100. For most numbers, there are 3 different things you can do that are easier. All right, so 97. Well, we could add 3 to get to 100, or we could subtract 7 to get back to 90. Notice we can't add a partner to 100 because in this case, the partner to the next 10 also took you to the next 100. All right, see if you can't think of 3 different things to do to 83, and then push play when you figured them out. All right, did you add 7 to get to 90? And did you subtract 3 to get back to 80? And did you add the partner to 83, which 83 needs a 7 to get to 90, and then a 10. So 83 plus 17 equals 100. All 3 of these numbers here are easier to add than 83 is. Now let's practice with some math. So 29 plus 45. I look at 29. It's super close to the next 10, so I'm going to add 1. But you'll remember, just like when we did our break aparts and when we did problems like 9 plus 6, if I add 1 to the 9, it subtracts 1 from the 6. So if I add 1 to the 29, it's going to come from the 45. It doesn't just appear. So if we add 1, we have to subtract 1. That's why it's also called opposite change. So 29 plus 1 equals 30, and 45 minus 1 equals 44. 30 plus 44 equals 74. Because now that I have a 0 there, I can just add my columns going straight down. Notice 30 plus 44 is easier than 29 plus 45. Was the exact same answer. Now, honestly, I would always choose this way because adding 1 is a... Now, let's try it a different way. So last time I added 1 to get to 29, which is honestly the best way, but we could add 5 to 45. If I add 5 though, I have to subtract 5. So 45 plus 5 equals 50. 29 minus 5 equals 24. The answer is 74, which, if we look back on the page before, easier than adding and subtracting 5. All right, 38 plus 27. Well, 8 is closer to the next 10, so I'm going to add 2 because 8's partner is 2. If I add 2 there, I have to subtract 2 there. 38 plus 2 equals 40. 27 minus 2 is 25. So 40 plus 25 is 65. Now let's try the exact same problem a different way. So instead of adding 2, I'm going to add 3. And again, I picked it because 7 and 3 are partners. 27 plus 3 equals 30. If I add 3, I have to do the opposite on the other number. So 38 minus 3 is 35. The answer is still 65. Remember, it's called opposite change because if I give something to one number, I have to take it from the other number. Most kids I know actually prefer to always add to get to the next number, but you can choose. Great job today.